Your child has violent tendencies. You need to take him back quickly. He nearly beat a classmate to death. Smart's high school teacher told his mother. This wasn't the first time Smart beat up a classmate, and each time it was worse than the last. He knew this was the only way not to be bullied, but he got into big trouble. March 6, 1994. Smart was born in Dallas, Texas. Due to congenital deficiencies, he weighed only 6 pounds 3 weeks after birth. But fortunately, after a month of feeding through a tube, his weight began to grow rapidly, like a bull. Smart has 3 older brothers. Due to poverty, their biggest joy each day was playing basketball together at the court. But compared to basketball, Smart preferred football. At 15, a tumor was discovered in his brother's eye. It was too late to cure, and after his last chemotherapy, his brother left him forever. Smart was very angry. He hated everything in front of him. Finally, he decided to give up football for basketball. But his personality also changed drastically, often getting into fights at school whenever he was displeased. Later, his family moved to Lancaster, a place known as a war zone, with violence, drugs, and gang fights. It was in this environment that Smart gradually became the most notorious bad student at school. After another fight with a classmate, the high school teacher finally called Smart's mother to the school. If I hadn't stopped him, he might have killed a classmate. After this incident, Smart was expelled and sent to a juvenile correctional facility. It was like a prison. After a month of rehabilitation, Smart returned to normal high school life. Though he was such a troublemaker, his talent in basketball couldn't be hidden. By the time he graduated high school, he was already a 5-star recruit. Though he wasn't great academically, he attracted the attention of many prestigious universities. Even Oklahoma University and Texas State University extended offers to this troubled teen. In the end, to play with his best friend, Smart chose Oklahoma State University. In college, he was like a tiger returning to the mountains, leading in various statistics in major media rankings. It was then someone even compared him to Kevin Durant. After finishing his freshman year, to quickly earn money for his mother's medical treatment, Smart chose to enter the NBA draft. Will he succeed? I don't need you to earn money quickly. Get back to school for another year, Smart's mother shouted at him. Hearing his son wanted to join the NBA draft after his freshman year to earn money for her treatment, his mother sternly refused. So Smart returned to college for another year. His entire sophomore year was like a roller coaster. In a game against Texas Tech, due to intense competition, he tangled with an opponent during a ball scramble. Unexpectedly, a fan started to insult him, using extremely racist slurs. In his hot temper, he rushed to confront him, and if not for his teammates stopping him, he might have rushed into the stands for a fight. This incident undeniably put Smart on the front page. Once again, the bad boy image was back. But Smart immediately apologized afterwards. He didn't want to be a bad boy, at least not before entering the NBA. He needed to stay calm. The 2014 NBA draft was a big year for prospects, with players like Wiggins, Embiid, and Jokic making their mark in the current league. Smart emerged from this pool of talented players and was selected 6th overall by the Boston Celtics. Just one day after arriving, Danny Ainge realized Smart was a born Celtic. His passionate and tough nature blended perfectly with the team. The coach told Smart to maintain this aggression and to wait for his moment. In his rookie year, Smart befriended the team's leader, Isaiah Thomas. Though Thomas couldn't teach him much more, he provided immense mental support. To survive in the NBA as a 5 feet 9 inches player is extraordinarily difficult. So Isaiah Thomas's spirit wasn't much weaker than Smart's street-hardened resolve. With such encouragement, Smart turned into a tenacious player on the court. If the team didn't need his offense, he put all his effort into defense. After 3 rookie years, his impact went beyond stats. So the Celtics didn't hesitate and offered him a $52 million contract. Smart didn't disappoint. In his first year after signing, he made the all-defensive first team, becoming an indispensable member of the Celtics. However, for the Celtics, not reaching the finals indicated their system had issues. So over a few years, they continuously swapped players to balance their roster. Finally, after multiple adjustments, they completed the team's rebuild, building around Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And in 2022, the Celtics reached the finals. Can they win the championship? We will lock down Curry in the finals. We won't even need a double team. Before the 2022 finals began, Smart confidently declared to the media, That year, they were riding high, seemingly destined to capture the championship. Only the Golden State Warriors stood in their way. Though the Warriors had championship pedigree, in terms of roster and other aspects, the Celtics were the favorites. So Smart made bold statements before the games began. But in Game 1, Curry showed what would happen if they didn't double-team him. In the first quarter, the Celtics chose not to double-team Curry. He then drained 6 three-pointers. Realizing the mistake of not doubling Curry, the Celtics quickly adjusted, relying on outstanding team performances. They pulled off an incredible comeback. After the game, the usually outspoken Smart didn't say any trash talk, because he understood. They still underestimated the Golden State Warriors' fighting spirit. So in the subsequent games, they chose to double-team Curry. After 3 games, they took a 2-1 lead. If they won one more game, they would be within reach of their 18th championship. But no one expected Curry's explosive energy in dire situations. The Golden State Warriors won 3 consecutive games, turning the tables and capturing the championship. They became the ultimate backdrop. Smart paid a heavy price for his arrogance. After that year, Smart became an almost indispensable player for the Celtics. But no one expected the most ruthless team in the league would trade their team sole player. This fully demonstrated the Celtics' strength lies not in individual players, but in their system. Now, watching the Celtics reach the finals again, one wonders what Smart feels inside. Perhaps he also misses the days back then.